Number 1. New message. From Lynn Pereira. Subject. Hello. Received today at 16:09. Enter.
You haven't been using a computer very long. In fact, it's a miracle because it's just a few months ago you'd never used a computer before, had you?
Believe me, I never see a computer in my whole life. And this is the very first time. And I have a computer last March. It's good.
It's a whole new life for you, isn't it?
Yeah, just like a brand new world for me. Been on the, especially on Facebook, you communication with people outside world. And many things interesting in the internet. I'm loving it.
And then, of course, as an author, because you've written your memoirs, Teardrops in Vietnam, I
Yes.
mean, that if you'd been able to do that yourself, that would have been so much easier because you had someone else to type it for you, didn't you?
Yes, in the early year, I record my story into the cassette, and a friend of mine put in the computer. But now I don't need to do that. Maybe my second book I will do all by myself with these computers.
It's such fun, isn't it? And I suppose you've got to learn how to do blogs and all the other things, but just doing what you're doing is a
I'm
miracle.
not going there, yes. Believe me. Take me a long time to get to know email, collect email, receive email, send out, also Facebook, and sometimes I miss certain key.
And of course, you've got instructions, haven't you, on this guide mail, because it's the voice that reads your emails to you, isn't it?
But sometimes the voice then tend to say something different. Like I said, today I'm going out, and he say T-O-D-A, what? T-O-day. I said that. But he said T-O-day, G-O out. I said, huh? So I have to play again until correct. Apparently that's how the software to work.
Yes, because the software is learning your way of speaking, and you're learning the way the computer voice.
But funny thing is, this gentleman, he's my guiding. He's speaking to me. Sometimes I beat him till he get a bit upset.
What your guide mail gets a bit upset with you.
Computer. Like first thing I wake up, I come into the computer. I write good morning. The first thing I say good morning. He said good morning. I said what? So I delete. I said good morning. He said good morning.
Well, maybe it's because you've kept him up all night.
I like him because he's very patient, and it's amazing. He speaks such a posh English, and I learn lots of words from him too.
Excellent.
Like he say, wait things for minutes, please.
But he's a good companion, isn't he?
Yeah, when you're in the Facebook, it's fun he guiding me, but I mean, you know, the funny thing about Facebook, if they can control your life, so you learn to stay certain limit and get out of it. Because you sit there, you have so many messages, and you can receive and send, you know what I mean? So I learned, that's it. 1 hour, and I get out.
Good.
Because I know the computer have some kind of power that can take over your control, if you allow them to.
Yes.
I can sit in the beginning when I have this computer, I sit in nearly 4 hours. Oh my back killing me.
But one thing, you have actually managed to find friends that you haven't spoken to for many years.
I found a friend I didn't see for 27 years. And about 3 days ago, I met a friend. I was in California for 20 years ago. And she was my neighbor. And I didn't know, so she get into my Facebook request from my friend. I said, Tessie, I used to know somebody named Tessie. So when I just say hello, and she sent back and said, are you Lynn Pereira? I said, yes, I am. And she said, where do you live? I said, I was living in California. And I said, I used to live in, she asked me where in California. I said, I used to live in Sacramento, Fair Oak Avenue. She said, oh my, Lynn, this is Tessie.
Oh, that is super. Now,
Yeah.
how many years now is it since that you've been blind?
Long time ago.
Long time. Well, many years?
I didn't born as a blind. Just about 30 years ago, I got blind. And I thought it would be the end of my world, but however, it's a wonderful life to have. because you can't see, you do better. Same thing of what they say, you know better, you do better. But for me, I cannot see, but I do better. Because everything I feel from my hand, I can feel my hand clean or not from my feet and my hands. Strange, huh?
But your memory has always helped you come in very handy, so it must have helped you learn the computer, because I think your teacher was rather surprised how quickly you learnt, because some of his pupils have been spending quite a few years just doing the basics.
Well, I think when you lost your eye, perhaps maybe God give you extra sense back. Because I have a very good memory. If somebody tell me the story 20 years ago, and now I told them, they say, oh, I never remember that. I said, I do. Express a number, I'm the best.
Now, the other thing is, of course, that you learnt to type when you were young, didn't you? So that must have helped you.
Well, don't forget the manual typewriter different the keyboard computer, you say. Because the manual typewriter, you go one finger and one finger, but computer, they tend to do a little bit faster, you know. But good thing the guy tell you when you make mistake. Like, you know, earlier I say busy, B-U-S-Y, I put B-O-S-Y.
Ah.
He correct, I said B-O. I want U, but I pressed the wrong button, got O below of the U. So I pressed O, and he say, O. I said, all right, I go back U then.
Lynn, you have quite a challenge, don't you, in as much as Vietnamese is your first language and French, and you've been speaking English for many years. But now but now you're having to type it, and that's quite a challenge, isn't it?
Well, sometimes I miss ski, and sometimes I type on English, and somebody French spelling in my head. So sometimes I put half French and half English.
And it's the same when you speak, isn't it? You're
Excuse
translating
me.
all the time.
Yes. Sometimes I go out, I talk to people, they say, hello, Lynn. I say, oh, bonjour. I say, oh, okay, hello. Well, there we go.
Well, I think having been schooled in Paris for quite a few years, you can be forgiven. And there is, of course, a nice little story, isn't there, about your horse. What you have quite a love of horses, don't you? And
Yeah.
you like horse riding, but you.
I have a horse when I'm a little girl.
And what was its name?
Oh, my horse, my dad bought me for my birthday when I'm 7 years old. My pony named Gigi. And when I say goodbye to Gigi, went to boarding school in Paris. 5 years later, I come back. My Gigi passed away. So I get very upset. I said to my papa, I said, why you told me he's all right? When he died, he said he died 14 months after you gone.
So he died of a broken heart then? He didn't eat?
No, he's starving because he missing me.
That's so sad.
Yeah, how you like human these days. When you love, you can't stop.
Well, you've got a wealth of stories to tell, and I'm sure that we're going to be vlogging quite a bit from now on. So welcome to the world of vlogs, because you've already learnt the computer.
Yes.
So this is the next step.
Well, logging.
Vlogging, it's called.
I know. To me,
Yeah.
vlogging is like a blog. And what am I supposed to do with a vlog?
Well, a vlog is a video blog.
I know. But it's not fair because for people can see. For
Yeah.
me, I just blog.
Yeah, but it's your stories are so good and so motivational, so no wonder you're a very good motivational speaker. And also, we can't wait for your latest memoir to come out.
You know, I want to tell the world one thing. Please do not treat the blind people like a disabled. I am not disabled. I'm able to do many things as long as I set my mind into it. I never can call myself disabled. Do you see my house very clean? You have my cooking. You saw me we know for many years. Have you ever seen me do anything wrong with myself?
No, you've helped me on many an occasion, including telling me on the underground that we were going the wrong way.
Well, it just, You know, just sad because people look at the blind person. They say, oh, that's like one day I went to the shop. I'm waiting for staff to help me. This lady said, excuse me, can you get a staff help to this disabled lady? I said, excuse me, I'm not disabled. I'm blind. If I'm disabled, how do you think I get here? There we go.
There we go. So more vlogging from Lynn Pereira very shortly.
Hola.